Hey, it's your girl Be Real, and I thank you so much for joining me for another moment. In the meantime, I hope that your day has gotten off to an amazing start. And if it hasn't, it's all right. You still got some more time in the day for things to turn in your favor. You still got more time, okay? So, yeah, guys. So I've been watching clips on YouTube of Papa Pope. You don't know who Papa Pope is? All right, well, Papa Pope, Daddy Pope, I think is what he was called, but Eli Pope is a character on Scandal. And when Scandal was out, when Scandal was showing, I was like, Queen TGIT, like hashtag TGIT, in front of the TV. Every Thursday night, it was just like a whole thing. Me, Shonda Rhimes, ABC, and a glass of wine, because that's what you do for TGIT. So, I haven't thought about Scandal in a while. The last season was a while ago. And even like the last season, I had kind of got out of there a little bit. Like I was still kind of watching just like to keep up, but it wasn't as major as when it first came out. But let me tell you something. I used to be all things Scandal. And it was like the fact that the show was like, the show is all things wrong and principalities. So I don't want to encourage you guys to watch Scandal, but I'm going to just tell y'all. I'm going to just tell y'all what came to me the other day. So I'm just kind of, going about, I don't know what was actually going on, but the Lord was very loud in my ear and he kept saying the word command. And I was like, what? And he was just like, command. Let me tell you something. I had no idea what that meant. I had no idea what it could, like, it just, I was like, command. So naturally, because the word kept ringing in my spirit, and I'm a word kind of girl. So whenever God speaks to me, most times sometimes he'll come on out and just say what he's telling me. And then sometimes he'll give me literally like a word, and I'll be challenged to explore that word and see exactly what the Father is speaking to me through that one word. And so I've just kind of been like asking God, like, what is my instruction for this season? What is, what will you have me to do? I want to be obedient. Like, I've just been in this place with the Father where, I've chosen obedience to him. And sometimes it kind of had you looking like, you sure? But I want to obey him. So, I asked him probably a few weeks ago. I'm like, what's my next thing? What do you want me to do? And so I'm thinking he's going to give me like something to do, like do. But he said to me, command. And so naturally I'm like, okay, well, surely you're telling me to, take authority over my situations. You're telling me to, command, just exercise. You're telling me to exercise my, authority that I've been given in Christ and all of that. Like, amen. I will command my situations. I'll command. And then he said to me, well, kinda, but not kinda, but kinda. And I was like, all right, God, now you're tripping, because what you talking about? And he basically, and it is about taking authority. It is about all of that. But what he wanted me to know, he said, command, not the verb, make it a noun. And I'm like, come on, man. And he said, no, you are command. And I was like, huh? And he said, I'm not telling you to command. I'm telling you to be command. And I'm like, be command. You want be command. And I was like, that I don't know how much sense that makes, but okay. And as I was really just trying to meditate on that and really see where God was taking me with that, he placed in my heart Papa Pope. Daddy Pope, Eli Pope. His civilian name is Eli Pope, but his B613 name is Rowan. And so he took me literally to Scandal. And that's just the way God do me. Like, whatever it is that I have once consumed greatly or anything like that, he'll take that thing and like show me what he's trying to talk to me about. And so he showed me Eli Pope, Rowan, who is command of B16. If you watch Scandal, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then oh my God, I don't want to tell you to go watch Scandal, but oh my God. B613, it was an organization on this show, Scandal, that behind the scenes, they literally ran the world. It looked as though the government ran everything and the president, the White House, and everything like that. But B613 was the organization who was responsible to make sure the Republic was kept safe. So commander of B613 was Rowan Pope, Eli Pope, that's Olivia's father. So Rowan Pope, Eli Pope, command, he loved nothing, okay? He was ruthless. Whatever he had to do to make sure the Republic was safe, that's what he did. Whoever he had to move out of the situation, he would move them. Whoever he had to scare the living daylights out of, he scared the living daylights out of them. But he was so confident and he was so sure about his assignment. And so because of his certainty in his assignment, he never wavered. Like when I say he never wavered, he was never off focus. He was never, he wouldn't let his relationships bother him, like steer him off track. He wouldn't get his emotions all riled up about nothing because he was focused on commanding B613. He was focused on their purpose, which was to protect the Republic. And so if y'all don't watch Scandal, y'all probably like, what is she talking about? But it's a thing, y'all. Eli Pope, he was command. So if that meant he had to like his daughter, like she hated him, but she was just like him. That's a whole nother story. But she hated him because she was like, I want to wear my white hat, want to save the world. And he was like, we are saving the world. And he's just very, very, very sure about his assignment. And even though he seemed to be he seemed to be just like evil and just malicious, he didn't care about anyone else's opinion. All he cared about was that his assignment was being handled properly. All he cared about was that he was actually doing the thing that he was supposed to be doing. And so if you got in the way of that, then sorry you. If you just... Rowan Pope was just a beast, okay? And so God just brought me to his character, and he was like, look at this man. Look at this character. Look how sold out he is to B613. And look how he takes charge of every situation. And look how he allows nothing to steer him off track. Look how no one can get to him to make him do anything other than the thing that he is supposed to be doing. And he said, Brittany, if he can be this way about B613, why won't you be like this about the things I have told you, the things I have promised you, the things I have told you to do, the places I have told you to go, the promised land that I have for you? I want you to be sold out about my promise the way Eli Pope, Rowan Pope is sold out about B613. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said to me, Brittany, be command. Stop sitting on the sidelines, letting everybody else just control the flow of your life. He was stop just waiting to see what somebody else is going to do and then you react. He was like, I'm tired of you reacting. I want you to be proactive. Do the thing. Don't be afraid. Stop being nervous. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop needing everybody else's opinion before you do something. be command. Just be command. And so then he just continued to tell me that command is about having authority. And if you have authority, that's cool. But if you don't exercise your authority, then the authority is useless. And authority is the power or right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. Enforce obedience. And so the Father was just telling me, like, you have authority. You are command. You have the right to enforce obedience. When your situation doesn't look like what I have told you it should be, you have the right to enforce obedience over that situation. When your thoughts are out of control and not lining up with what I have already told you, you have the authority to enforce obedience over your thoughts. You have the authority to enforce obedience in your relationships. You have authority to enforce obedience over whatever you're dealing with, whatever is coming against the promise I've made, whatever is coming against the word that I've spoken. You have the authority to enforce obedience. You have the authority to give orders. You make the decision. Stop waiting on everybody else to make the decision for you. And so I was just like, whoa, okay. And he said, no. So yeah. You have to literally become command. Don't just say, oh, I'm gonna command. But no, once you become command, then everything about you commands. That's what you do. Because I am command, I command. That's what I do. And so I was thinking about the disciples in the Bible, Matthew 17, and they weren't able to cast out demons. And they were just like, Jesus, why couldn't we do that? And the Father's response, or Jesus' response to them was, it was because of your lack of faith. I promise you, if you have faith no bigger than the size of a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move away from here and go over there, and you will see it move. There is nothing you couldn't do. So that, like, with faith gives you that authority. Like, when you have faith, then you have the authority. So everything literally is just coming back to having faith. So even God's instruction to me to be command, don't just command, but become command, it points back to, like, where's your faith at? You know what I'm saying? And so that's just been my challenge. And that's what I want to encourage you. Like, be command in your life, be command in your situations, be command. Don't keep shrinking back from life. Just be command. You have the authority to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. And I don't know, like, what your life is looking like. I don't know, what your situations are or any of that, but you have the authority. God is giving you authority. He is giving you authority, and he don't want you to just exercise that authority every now and then. He wants you to legit be command. I really hope that makes sense. I really, really, really hope that makes sense. But it's about becoming command, like, embody the authority that God is giving you. You know what I'm saying? Don't just every now and then like, oh, I'm gonna tap into this authority. No. When you wake up, be command. When you're walking, be command. When you're talking, be command. When you're making a post on social media, be command. When you're talking to your boo, be command. Not in like a forceful kind of way, but just in a, I'm sure about what I know command. Oh my God. Anyway, but be command. Yeah. And if y'all just need a reference point, I'm not going to tell y'all to watch Scandal, but I will tell you to YouTube Eli Pope command Scandal. And then you'll see some clips of him and how he acts and how confident he is and how he exercises his authority about B613. So that's what it is today. And I hope that makes sense because it's good to me. Anywho, if you have not followed me on Instagram, go ahead and do that now at B.REEL. Do not put REAL because if you do, you ain't gonna find me there. So follow me now at BeReal, REEL, and you'll see all kind of cool updates or whatever my life got going on. Blase. That's what it is. Also, just gonna go ahead and throw this in there. I have a radio station. I'm so excited. It's on Stationhead. So what you have to do in order to listen to this radio station is download the app, and it's called Stationhead. StationHead. Download Station Head. You will then be prompted to sign up. Once you sign up, you can just search for radio stations and you'll just type in Be Real, BREEL, and there you'll see my radio station. It is already a thing, so you can already be just on there listening to music, and it's not really gospel or Christian, but it's just like a strong mix of everything I listen to. So it is that station where it'll be like something that's like, damn, okay, but then I'm turning like, never would have made it, just like it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's everything that I listen to. It's all things Brittany, and just go on there and you can already be listening to some dope music and just vibing out to the music that's on the radio station. And I will be letting you know on the first day I decide to do an actual show. And it's basically just an extension of this podcast. So y'all been liking the podcast, so we'll see, huh? Anyway, Station Head, download it on Apple. Oh yeah, it's not available for Droids right now. But we'll work something out for you guys. But hey, things are happening every day, so we'll see where that goes. But right now, just Apple iPhone users, download Station Head now and search for your girl Be Real and vibe out to my radio station. That's what it is today, guys. Remember, in the meantime, that you are loved, you're chosen, you are beautiful, you are enough, and I think you're kind of dope too. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.